conversation contains adult dialogue not suitable for all audiences. Brought to you by Media Listen. Viewer discretion is advised.
Media Listen.
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 Media Listen. You are now listening to Media Listen. That timer just made it worse. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Let me start the music. There we go. Welcome everybody to a whole new episode of Major Listen. I am your host, Ricky with the I'm not Ricky with the Y anymore on Instagram. I'm Major Listen now. Rick. But let me welcome my special guest today. And they have to do the intro for me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel
Go
like
ahead.
you remember it, but I think you started it. You're like, thank you for listening, or no, hi, this is Latinas.
Yeah, I think it was something like, hello, welcome back. Thank you for watching Latinas. This is Jasmine with the J.
Yeah, this is Jasmine. Hi.
There you go.
How's it
Hey.
going?
It's an honor to have you guys here. Seriously, it really is. And I'm glad we were able to talk before the episode started because honestly, you guys are a vibe. Like, I can relate to a lot of things that you guys were saying, especially with the podcast, with anxiety and depression, or mostly anxiety. I don't know if you guys deal with depression, but let's just keep it like that. But yeah, anxiety. And I'm surprised you felt like that, Jasmine. And I'm glad we talked about it because I was like, bro, like, yes, I can relate.
We're in this together. I feel you. I know
Yes.
what you're going through.
Yes, and especially with the podcast, I felt like it was even like 10 times worse because all eyes are on you right now. And this, let's see. But yeah, you guys, how are you guys doing like right now? What's your current state?
Personally, me, I'm doing well. I feel like I'm just like at the busiest time of my life. I just have so much going on. Like I went back to school and like just working full time, doing real estate. It's like a lot. But yeah, I'm very happy. I feel like I'm very happy of where I am in my life right now.
Awesome. What about
Me,
you?
on the other hand, I feel like I am also pretty chill. I think taking it slow. I think these past years, I think I was always on the go. I never had time to realize who I was as a person, what I can handle. And now that I'm older and I actually think about what I do, I think I'm realizing who I am as a person. So it makes me feel good. I'm doing good. I'm glad we're all good.
And I think something that no one tells you about your 20s is like it's all about figuring it out, honestly.
It really
I
is.
feel like it's trial and error. You figure things out as you go. And like there's times where you're just like plateaued or like at your high. And I feel like no one really tells you how to live your 20s except going through it.
Yeah.
So I feel like since we're like mid 20s, like I feel like we're at the place of like we're done with the early 20s, like we're done partying, like we're in a midlife crisis.
It's like nobody's gonna tell you, nobody's gonna grab your hand and tell you, hey, this is what you should do.
Because
you really have to figure it out on your own.
And then like everyone has their own path as well.
Exactly.
Just because I'm doing something doesn't mean Jasmine has to like be right behind me either. Like it's not like high school where everyone was on the same path. So it's like honestly,
And
like,
oh, sorry,
I'm
just
reading it too. I'm not used to that.
Nah, it's all good. First comments by Lowe's. It says, "I love taking it slow and deep in the beep beep." Oh my God, Lowe's!
How do you
Put your
block?
pants, bro. Block.
Yeah, I can do a lot of comedy anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
He's
so, oh God. Okay,
Yeah.
that explains it.
Do you know him?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
No, guys. Yeah. So everybody. Yeah.
No, but yeah,
Everybody-
during this like time and there's no competition, it feels good. You just living life, do what's best for you, worry about your own self, and just
That's the
move
path
on.
we're on right now.
I would have like a little like resentment towards my parents. Like, how come you guys didn't tell me it was gonna be this hard? Like, how come you didn't tell me how to deal with my feelings and all that stuff? But in reality, it's like they're not gonna go through the same thing you did, or vice versa. So I was like, oh, well, I can kind of understand that in a certain extent.
And especially like Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I feel like especially our parents' generation, like they were way ahead. They were like getting married like 18, 19.
Yes.
It's like 2021. So I'm like, we're all on different paths. Like literally, I'm 25 and I'm not married or anything.
You
Not
should-
in this economy.
For real.
You guys should do that video like on TikTok. I don't know if you guys seen it when it says my parents at 18.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
married with kids.
A whole
Yeah.
house.
And here you are like with a dog.
Yeah, literally me with my dog.
Me telling my mom how to make some food or something.
I don't even know how to cook. That's how
So
bad.
you guys had a podcast and I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread because I could relate to a lot of things you guys used to talk about. You guys talked about real life stuff. You guys never flashed money, so I couldn't relate to that. You know, I was never relating to that or anything like that. You guys never flashed money. You guys never talked about, you know, you talked about real life stuff, basically what I'm trying to say. And that's something that we could all relate. And that's why I would listen to it. I mean, it was mostly girl talk, but you know, I guess there was a little part of me that kind of liked girl talk. I don't know why.
We know the cheese
We know the guys are
The cheese man, yeah.
You know what's funny though? That the guys would be their biggest fans. So like there was guys where we would finish or like they would comment and tell us like, damn, who was it? Or like, who were y'all talking about? Like, dang, that was good, you know? And it's just like, it was just like, you know what? Just mind your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could kind of relate to a lot of things that you guys used to talk about. And the episode that really stood out was whenever you brought your mom, because I would picture everything that she would say.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. You know, her generation was a lot different. And, you know, I forgot, was she raised here?
Yes.
Okay.
So she was born in California. Let's not hype her up too much because it goes straight to her head. Miss Veronica, do not listen. But yeah, so she was born in California and she was raised here. So she's technically first gen. And then I will be second gen. Like where it's like kind of, I'm a kind of generation ahead because I feel like a lot of people are still first gen.
Yeah.
I'm a generation ahead, so.
Okay, but you know Spanish, right?
It's a little iffy. Sometimes.
What?
Yeah, like I would speak to my grandparents, but it's like I would say like the most basic things when I would come around her and like they would be talking fast as hell. I'm like, wait, slow down.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
But you can still understand her though. It's not like nothing out of, you know.
Yeah, I can speak
Weird,
it, but
like,
it's
it's
just like a little slower than like.
Or she'll like, if you give her an answer, she'll just give you the answer. You know, that's just what it is. But
Yeah,
it's
like
not,
I can't hold a full conversation because I'm
Oh.
not comfortable. Like I just don't.
You start talking Spanglish.
Yes, exactly. I'm perfect at English. 10 out of 10.
Okay. What about you, Jasmine? Are you first or second?
I am. I'm
You're first.
I'm first, but I'm
Not me telling her
fluent.
that.
Verification.
No, I'm first, and like I'm very fluent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So, are you guys both Mexican?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I'm playing. I'm Mexican. Don't worry. Nah, but yeah, it's all love here. Hold on. Me either. Hardly any Spanish. Mexican, light, great taste, less filling.
I need whatever he's on.
Los Aguirres having. What are you drinking, Los? Tell us right now. But you guys started a podcast, and I was very invested in it. And please tell me how it all started, how it all began.
I think it was like a random idea, and I remember I had my little notebook. I think I still have the notebook.
We still have everything, you know
Yeah.
what? It's like,
And I was like, look, Jasmine, I feel like our dynamic together, we're a little chaotic. So I was like, we will make a great podcast. And she was like, I don't know, whatever. Like, we're still kind of iffy about it. And so I brought my little notebook over and I was like, look, this is what we're going to name it. And she was like, all right, I'm down. So we went one day, we just like picked up the equipment and we just started it. Like, we just figured it out as we went.
You didn't give you guys enough time to like plan it out. You guys just went for it that same day, or
yeah, no, we actually, but it happened quick. Honestly,
Yeah.
It was like
A
from
week. It's like a week span.
the most 2 weeks, honestly.
Yeah.
While we bought all the equipment that we needed, but it was like pretty fast. We're like, you know what, we can get this here, and here. Let's download the app. Let's start here. You know what? I have this extra room. This is where we're gonna set everything up. Let's come up with a name. We got a notebook. I kid you not. In less than like 30 minutes, I said we're gonna be the Latinas because you know what? It's gonna be tea. We're gonna talk about so much tea, and we're just gonna say, and we're Latinas. So it was like it's perfect. My
Yeah.
sister was like,
perfect, yeah.
I was like we were so shook, and even my cousins were like, dang, that was quick. Like you guys need to how do you say like whenever you need to like
Like advertising
Trademark.
or trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have some bad news for you guys.
Someone
So,
trademarked it.
No. I don't know if somebody
Somebody stole
trademarked it. Somebody stole the name. And I want to tell you guys that because I was like, man, I wonder what happened to these girls. That I wonder if their videos are still up on YouTube. So I typed you guys' name, the Latinas, of course, and some other came up, and I'm like, who the hell is this? I was like, oh,
they're the OGs though.
And you know what? That's what I thought to myself. Like, I wonder if that's why they got, like, did this girl like threaten them? Like, hey, you stole my name.
Oh yeah.
Like,
nah, nobody threatened us.
Nah, no one knows. But yeah, and like even in high school, they used to call us the Latinas. Like they would say, "Oh, there's the Latinas," because it was me and her little sister, like, and all three of us all the time, everywhere. So
like we were like 3 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Like literally together all the time. We would walk in, we would leave out at the same time. We would hang out, like all together. She would live like, I kid you not, 2 minutes away from me. So we were always together. Now she moved a little further than me, but we're
yeah,
still
so it was
close.
Yeah, so then like that's literally how we started. It's just we just got to, like, we just for random thought just went to Best Buy, went and bought all the equipment. We just figured it out.
Yeah, it was just like, if we don't start now, we're never gonna start. Because honestly,
that's true.
I'd be second guessing myself. Like if we don't do it at the moment, I'm gonna tell
Once
you
I
now.
got the go, I was like, let's go to Best Buy. I then drove us there.
So what exactly did you guys buy? I want to know. Like, I'm kind of curious.
That is a very good question.
I don't even.
We bought the microphones. What brand they are? No, we're gatekeeping. I'm just kidding. They're at Best Buy. I don't know what it is. I can give you all the
They
name
need to
later.
sponsor us.
Right?
No.
Before we say the name, we need a sponsor.
You're right.
No, we honestly don't know. Honestly, like we're not trying to gatekeep, but we don't know if we go like.
But it was like the little soundboard too that connects to the mics. It's like
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a section that says podcasting, and we literally just
Really?
bought. Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, they literally have a section. So we just went and bought it, and then we figured it out when we got home. We need like an SD card, and then from
We
there,
basically we honestly just got the basics. And then after that, when we started the podcast or when we started the first episode, we were like, okay, well, we're going to need a light and we're also going to need a laptop to edit. We're also going to need this. And then just things started adding up. And that's when we started gathering our things. But it started pretty quick. We went from 1 week to another and we just started uploading. We started promoting. We went to our photo shoot. We said, you know what? The photo shoot was fun. We were like, you know what? We have to go do a photo shoot with some teacups. It's going to be so much fun.
we bought our little outfit. We bought matching teacups. Like we were just down.
Yeah, and we're like, let's do it. And then like, I don't know, when we posted like that we were doing the podcast, we had a lot of support. So I think it just motivated us.
Yeah, even more to continue.
Oh man, yeah, trust me. Like I saw the first episode. I think it was late 2022, I believe, and I was hooked on. I think I had my. You guys were on Spotify.
Yes. So I made.
I don't know how the hell you guys got on Spotify, but
thank you.
but,
how I did everything, I don't even remember. Like if you were to ask me today how I did, I don't know.
She would just tell me the next day, like, "Hey, we're on Apple Music. Hey, we're on Spotify," and I was like, "Great, let's
We're
post
also
it."
podcasts, not music.
Well,
Podcast.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Wow, yeah, I was like, man, they're on Spotify. I'm gonna set my like, I guess, like a reminder whenever they have a first episode, and I will listen to it here and there. Of course, I will forget, but yeah, all of a sudden it stopped. Like you guys went completely like dark, and I was like, what?
We wanted to see if you guys would miss us.
We need attention.
It's been more than a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's been like 2 years already. Like
What?
Yeah. Since we stopped. It was like a December. Our last video was like a Christmas video. And then
That's right.
like
yeah.
what breakthrough of 2022.
Mhm.
Like it's been 2 years already.
Whoa. Yeah, almost 2 years. I think a year and a half.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we stopped.
And have people missed you to the point that they're like asking for more episodes?
Yeah, they will message us and ask us for more episodes, but it's just like we're just not ready.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, it wasn't anything bad, like we said. I just feel like, we just needed a kind of a little break to kind of realize what we were saying, what we were going through. I feel like everything happened so quick, and like I said, people take things the wrong way, and we were not that. We didn't want to portray ourselves that way, so we're just like, you know what, let's take some time off, let's think about what we're gonna do. If we come back, hey, we'll come back stronger. But other than that, like, I was just like, we need a break because there's some things that are just nonsense.
I feel like, especially, I feel like you know this, and we talked about it before, but it's like you're starting a podcast or even being on social media. It's not like we were huge or anything, but like it's like yeah, you have to be vulnerable for people for them to also relate to you. But we also didn't have boundaries with that. And I think it's learning our boundaries of what we should be saying and what should be kept to ourselves. Sometimes we didn't know that. And I think like the older we got, like the more we're like, yeah, like we said, like if we were to listen back to our first episode, we're like, I don't know her. Who is she? Like, I feel like it's not like, you know how you tweet something and then 2 seconds later you delete it. You're like, I wasn't the same person I was 2 seconds ago. So it's like, I don't know. That's how it kind of felt. It was just like it takes a lot to be vulnerable. And I don't think we were also in like in a mature mindset to understand what we were saying and that it does come back.
Wait, what? I left. Did you guys get the recipe? I think it was talking about the Smirnoff and
Smirnoff.
Tamarind White Monster with splash of water, double cup. Okay.
Damn, on a Tuesday.
You got it.
That's all you.
That's But yeah, I could pretty much understand where you guys are coming from because like I mentioned to you before the episode started, whenever I rewatch my episodes, it's like, man, I shouldn't have said that or I shouldn't have done that. And the thing is, before I even started the podcast, I would tell myself, I'm gonna be as real as possible. But then at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, you kind of have to care about people's feelings, especially about how you come off I'm sorry, because I did notice I hurt one of my viewers one time, and I'm not gonna mention the name. You're gonna have like people are gonna have to just trust me on that. Like, I know I hurt that person's feelings, and I said that. Like I should have just probably done a little better than that. But hey, you know, it happens. You know, if they ever see my episodes now, you know, they'll probably see me apologizing and hope to God that they'd be like, oh, okay, you know, he didn't mean that, or he probably didn't mean that, but it was just a moment thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but yeah.
And that's just what it is. That's like what we were also talking about, that I feel like you have your true fans that will support you and that they know like the type of person you are. And
exactly.
There's people that will take it wrong and just try to turn something little into something so big that it's not even, you know, it's not even that big of a deal. And I feel like that's where we were getting. And I was just like, you know what? No, that's not who we are. And we need to kind of reevaluate what we say, you know, and kind of
I think it's just like
think about it.
Yeah, it's just like more of a mature mindset as well. Like we just needed to learn boundaries and like what was okay to say, what sometimes we should just edit out. Like I don't know. That's my thing about it. Like we both had our own reasons of why we should take a break. The break lasted longer than we
2 years. That's a long break.
Yeah.
I'm even wondering, are you guys ever gonna come back? Because I'm just like, yo, you're the.
Is he your friend?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not calling you guys. Poor came out. He's calling me. He's calling me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my longtime friend. Don't mind him. But what was I gonna say? Man, he freaking Los took me off my zone. But what were we talking about?
How we ended it or why we decided to stop.
Oh yeah.
What it was, you know?
So I mean, look. First of all, I didn't even know that you I didn't even know that you edited out anything because it looked so natural. It looked like nothing was even touched from the beginning. I'm just like, okay, you know, I thought it was just constant. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, they do it too. They're not editing stuff out. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, we would actually
we would
record like Mondays and then we would upload Wednesdays. Is that what it was?
Yeah, so it took me like 2 days.
Yeah.
But you know, another fun fact that people didn't know is like the video and our audios were 2 separate machines. So our audio was what I used I would grab our audio and then match it to our video. So I would have to line up our lips perfectly to make it look like we're saying what we're saying, and so when I would cut, I would get mad at her because she'd be like, cut it out. Like if it was easy. So like when I would cut things out, I will also have to cut the audio and then match the video to our audio again. So that's why it took me so long. So.
Well, let me tell you something. You would never notice that on Spotify.
Okay, yeah. But video version, people can tell. Like our lips were moving, but the words sometimes didn't.
They were matching.
Yeah, I will get frustrated. I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore. Like it's done.
But before we continue, I do want to call out the 8 people that are currently watching me. Go ahead and share my live if you have the time. Hit that share button as much as you can. We want to get as much exposure as possible. Hey, I got the 2. Oh wait, they're right here. The 2 Latinas, former Latinas. I don't know if they're gonna have to change their name because somebody else took it.
We could trademark it first.
But yeah, I got the two Latinas in the building, man. Of course, people want to know why they decided to go ahead and stop. You know, I was speculating all these other things. I was like, man, she stole her man. I freaking knew it.
We were gonna joke about that, but they were like, you know what? We're gonna take it too serious.
I'm like, this is what we're talking about. Where we need to stop.
I was seriously thinking like, oh, some dramatic. It's got to be some dramatic. Like, who stole whose man? Like, wow.
Nah, we're full chill. Oh, nothing like that.
And then there was
like hang out on social media, like we'll still post each other. So I feel like people would not.
I was like, our taste in men is very different.
And then it got so messy though, because like I told you before, I like the cheese man and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I started looking to see if you guys still had each other as like followed on Instagram. So I was like, oh man, I want to see if like there's something, you know, messy going on there.
That's crazy.
Me, I like the cheese man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. But yeah, that's what I was speculating. I was like, man, it could be a number of things, but I really want to hear from their mouths, of course.
Yeah, like you're just like me, bro. I did the same thing. No, but yeah, there's no good cheese man behind it. We're just tired.
It was just tired. It was just
we
tired.
needed to be humbled a little bit. We needed to sit down
and we come back. We'll come back stronger.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll be great. I'll definitely tune in whenever you guys start that for sure. But I was gonna share my life, but I'm gonna do it later. You know what's funny? Okay, so I want to know how much, like give or take, how much did you guys spend on all the equipment and all that stuff at Best Buy?
A lot. I think it was like $500 each at Best Buy. So it's like $1,000.
$500 each?
Yes.
And
is
then
that right? Am I tripping?
No, because the SD card, we bought like 3 SD cards.
She bought like the little soundboard, and then I bought the 2 mics and the headphones matching.
You had to, and then the
SD card.
There was just little things here and there that added up. But...
And then when we made like the video version, we got like a pink couch. We bought like the LED light that goes behind us, the Latinas.
Then it was like all the photo shoots that we would take. Or how many did we take? We take like 2.
Yeah, we had like
2 or 3 photo shoots.
It was a lot, like a good $4,000.
Those photo shoots look legit though.
Yeah, shout out to Ivan. Ivan does our photo shoots. Till this day, we still talk to him.
Yeah.
Might have to hit Ivan up.
He's been by our side since we started.
Since the beginning.
Oh, yeah, they look really professional. I was like, damn, they went all out, and all of a sudden they stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like you guys did better than me. I mean, you guys said you went through Best Buy. I did everything through Amazon.
That was probably the
smartest route, probably.
Smartest route.
But the thing is that, like I said, like to get Jasmine on my team to start the podcast was very hard. So as soon as she gave me the okay, I just got her in the car and I was like, let's go to Best Buy.
That's awesome.
I just feel like people like kind of hated me. So I was just like, me starting a podcast and I opened my mouth, it's done deal. Like I'm already gonna be like looking bad and stuff. So, but you know what? I don't even care. I can address the things on the podcast. So let's start it. So I was just like, the people are gonna know who I am, and they're gonna know the cheese man that they want to know. I was like, okay, let's just start it. Let's do it.
Ready to fight.
She was ready to fight anybody.
I was ready to address the cheese man. I was ready to address the cheese man that people wanted to know for you.
Yeah.
No, it's true. I can see that.
We both did.
I think she got a worse life than me, honestly. Growing up, like a worse life than me growing up.
What do you like?
They will come for you, not me.
Oh yeah, definitely. They would always come for you.
Okay, so is Los the only person that's here today? Because I see 6 viewers on, but he's the only one that's commenting. Who the heck are the lovelies? I'm sorry, I should have asked the first instead of dropping a tire screech as comment. What is he talking about? The lovelies?
I have no idea.
Los, you're drunk, bro. Like, just stop.
That's your friend.
That's your friend. He's drinking on a Tuesday night. Let's go ahead and give him a break.
He's working overtime today.
He's working overtime. No, but that's great. I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys were able to accept my invitation. I honestly thought like, oh my god, like these girls are probably gonna. I hope they're not stuck up, or I hope they're real cool. But no, you guys were freaking awesome from the get go. You know, we were supposed to have this episode last week.
Yeah.
But my wife was telling me that whole week, like, hey, don't forget I have this Bad Bunny concert on Tuesday. I was like, yeah, I won't forget. Mm-hmm. Then she kept reminding me. I was like, yeah, I got it. Next thing I know, I was like, hey, it's Tuesday night. I have a live. I was like, so I had to message you guys. I was like, hey, I messaged you, Yasmin. I was like, hey, can we postpone, because I completely forgot that my wife has Bad Bunny tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we were able to reschedule, because I know. Okay, hold on. Oh geez, Ricky. I wonder who are the lovelies in this stream. I'm definitely not talking about you and the mouse in your pocket. I'm guessing he's complimenting you guys.
Oh.
Oh, so this is these girls are the Latinas. Oh, I went over this.
He's not paying attention.
Obviously, it's all good. But yeah, they are two former podcast people that just stopped, and I'm glad that they resolved the issue as to why they stopped. Am I first off? Am I the only person that knows about this? Like,
I feel like only know our close friends really, like, we would tell, or like someone that will come up, like if we went out with people and they're like, hey, where'd you stop? And we'll just tell them.
But this is the first time actually doing it public.
Yeah, publicly, yes. We never said anything.
Bragging rights, right?
There you go. Trademark that one.
Trademark that one. Hell yeah. All right, hold on. Wait, what? Okay. Let's go to sleep. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Yes, make it awkward, you jack wagon. I wasn't here. Okay. I will. Okay. Obviously, they're having fun on the comments, but it's all good. But okay, as we want to get to the topics that I had in hand, I already got to two of very important ones that we definitely wanted to get into. So first off, you guys are okay with the topics that I had at the beginning?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and start with this one. How would you guys react if someone compliments your significant other?
I feel like I really don't care.
Same. I'm not the folksy guy.
Yeah,
I am.
Like you're more crazy than me.
I'm crazy, but I'm not toxic.
But I feel like for me personally, I feel like I have like a lot of confidence within myself, where I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care, honestly.
You don't care?
Yeah, like
literally same. Honestly, like it depends how they come off. Like, I'm not gonna lie, okay, because like as a woman, another woman,
it's like
respect. Yeah, like, you know, there's certain things you just don't say or do, but it's there's a level, you know. You also have to respect me if I'm there with him or whatever. But
exactly,
I feel like I'm not the type to get jealous. Like, dang, your man is fine. Yeah, I know that. You know.
Yeah.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah,
like I really don't.
Okay,
it's like, not a big deal.
I think there's no risk. Like if a woman wants to do that to somebody, like, and when they're with their significant other, I feel like there's no respect there. Like, exactly, you already lost all my respect, so I owe you none of my time. Like, me arguing is like a waste of my own time. I don't deal with
We're not
like
fighting
that.
over men over here.
Yeah, no. Like if you want, like if he likes the attention, then you can have him. Like, I'm not, like, I stay out of everything. I'm not worried about it. Like, for me personally, I don't really care. This one, on the other hand, she says she's chill, but I don't believe her. She's an Aries, fire sign. Crazy. Homegirl I have a video of her punching air. Like,
like legitimately punching air?
Not her exposing me.
But I feel like if that was to happen actually in public and she had a couple drinks in her, she will fight somebody. Like, she's a fighter. And if you don't know, I'm 5'6" and she's 4'11". Yeah, 4'11". So
these ladies are pretty genuine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, take it as a compliment, just no touchy.
Yes, there you go. That too.
It all depends.
Yeah, it all depends. Because, like, then again, if she come grabbing my man and like doing it on purpose, then yeah, we're gonna fight.
I think touching's different for sure.
Yeah,
don't touch. Well, you can talk all you want. That's fine.
Like I was telling my wife, because she asked me the same thing a while back. She asked me the same question. How would you react if somebody compliments me in front of you? And I told her, like, look, I obviously know what I have, and I know that you are a very beautiful woman, and I know I'll take it as a compliment because they're noticing that beauty as well. Just as long as, you know, there's a compliment that's very respectful, and there's a compliment that's very disrespectful. Yeah. And whenever they get disrespectful, that's when they're disrespecting me too. So that's the way I see it. If they compliment is very respectful, and they say, and you tell them that you're married, that means, and he takes it a good way, then I respect that person even more.
Correct.
But if they try to say like, oh, like, damn, you're fine as hell, like that to me, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like
That's oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, that's like the same thing. It just came to mind, but that's like the same thing as like a man telling a woman like what to wear when they go out, or like you can't wear this certain type of things. Like I feel like that that says more about the man than about the woman.
It's a reflection.
Yeah, I honestly feel like, if you're a bad bitch,
hey, say it with your chest.
Woman, if you're like a good-looking woman and you can just like pull it off and go out, and you have like a man that respects you and stuff like that, you shouldn't be an issue.
But like you said, like he knows what he has, and it's like, if as long as it's out of respect, that's it.
Nah, not that much talking either. Not trying to riz up my gal. Aries,
oh, there you go. Look,
yeah, we are rare.
Aries. That's why we get. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're just asking to get slapped if the compliment comes with touch.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. Like, don't touch. Like, touching is a different. I feel like touching a stranger touching you is disrespect.
That's disrespectful regardless, because that's just your personal space. Yeah, that's just like personal space. Even if you don't have like a significant other, like you mentioned right now, that's just disrespectful. You don't want anybody to touch you, and unwanted, of course.
Yes.
But like you were mentioning before, Jasmine, like whenever your girl, like, I know my wife looks amazing, like, and whenever she gets ready, oh my god.
Yeah,
I tell her like, oh my god, please, like I don't even know what to say anymore, because you look amazing. And of course, I want other people to notice that too, because she's a reflection of me, and I want to look good too. Yeah. So
and it makes her feel good too. So
exactly, and she always tells me that too, because
Hoochie Daddy shorts. I'm for the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Stop. Yeah, it comes to a point where it's a compliment or a subtle breach to someone's ego or personal space. Absolutely. But yeah, I completely agree with each and every one of you about that, for sure.
But it for sure takes confidence, I feel like, in both parties. So like
yes,
confidence in men, and like confidence in your own relationship. I feel like when people start having issues, it's because like there's a lack of confidence in something.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, I even told myself, like, would I feel bothered if somebody was to compliment my wife in front of me? Like, it would bother me a little bit, but it's a huge compliment if you actually think about it.
Yeah, but it's like your wife gives you your self-confidence where you're like, I already know she's not even gonna give him attention. Like that's not true. It's not even like a question. Like, is she gonna, like, no, it's not even like in your mind that it's gonna ever, like, she's ever gonna disrespect you in that way as well, like praising it or whatever. Like, so I feel like
exactly. I mean, I don't want to put her stuff out there, but
yeah,
she did tell me whenever like she gets hit on Instagram, and she tells them like automatically like I'm married, and they'll block her, and I'll tell her like, honestly, I respect that guy.
Yeah.
Because he didn't actually keep going at it. Like, he didn't actually pursue it. He didn't say like, oh well, he doesn't have to know, or you're allowed to have friends, right? No, he did. They just blocked out. I was like, honestly, I have more respect for people like that than the people that actually keep it going.
And that's like the respect that comes from her towards you, because she stopped it then. Like, she stopped it at that moment. She didn't keep it.
It didn't escalate from there.
Escalated. Yeah, absolutely.
She didn't keep it going. She didn't say, haha, thank you, like whatever. She actually stopped it and said straight up, and that's what it is.
What is it called? What is it called? It's like she didn't like the attention, of course, like that type of thing. Yeah, I absolutely understand.
But it's like she respects y'all's relationship. She only likes attention from you. It's like a respect for you.
She tells me that all the time, and I'm glad. Like she compliments me, and
you're not shy.
No, it's not that I get shy. It's just like I think to myself, like, am I really all that? Yeah. Like it's like she tells me that all the time. Like, man, you're so good looking, and I'm just like, me? Like I look in the mirror and I'm just like, ugh.
She's matching energy. Yeah, she's just matching your energy.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah. Hold on. I got comments on the way. You guys read them out loud because I cannot read right now.
Okay, if at the bar, tell them you drink double old fashions and keep them coming my way. I don't get it.
Like
I
if
don't
they
get
buy
it.
you
I
drinks,
guess the compliment, right?
yeah. Like,
Diet water
okay.
for me, please.
Let's see, there's men. Okay, let's see, there's men out there who compliment other women more than their own, and then get hurt if other men compliment their own women. True.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Ouch. Somebody's gonna get
Cut them.
cut him.
That's funny.
I guess this
I
is
think that's very true, but I feel like that has to do with the men's ego. I feel like they like that little attention for that a certain amount of time, and then they regret it, and then that's why they come back to the same woman. I feel like that's just what it is, because this is why they cheat. They go and get that validation for the little 2 hours that they needed, and then they'll come back home to the woman that actually truly loves them. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's where they mess up. When men just
that's true. That's true.
And women.
and women.
Wait, oh yeah, you guys are Aries. You mentioned that. What are you? Since you guys believe in horoscopes, I guess I've gone through this conversation many times. By the way, I don't believe in horoscopes, but if you do, more power to you. What are you, Yaz?
I'm Gemini.
Gemini. I don't even know what month or what.
It's June.
June. All right.
Yeah.
Aries gang.
Dang, there's a lot of Aries people.
Yeah, my wife is an Aries, and I don't even know. I'm a
When's her
Sagittarius.
birthday?
Huh?
When's her birthday?
March 25th.
Oh, okay, she's on March Aries.
Yeah, and trust me, I wouldn't know her birthday if it wasn't because she has the same birthday as my mom. So
You have to know her
I
birthday. I was like thinking, I was like, imagine she just asked like,
at the very I'm just saying at the very beginning, because whenever she said, "Oh, my birthday's on March 25th," I was like, "There's no way, that's my mom's birthday."
Oh, that's how in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
April
an
Aries, yeah.
Jazz is an April Aries.
I feel like they're so different though. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a March Aries is different from an April Aries. Like the April Aries are the like crazy ones. Like I feel like I know people that are March Aries and they're very chill to me. Like there's some things that we relate to, but on the other hand, like there's a lot of things that they're different.
Yeah, Jazz is crazy. Like she looks chill, but she's not.
She looks chill, but she's not. You guys give off like the great vibe. Like I'm pretty sure even people are noticing that you guys are like give off a great vibe. Like y'all's energy is like really.
Is there any Geminis? I want to expose her.
Are there any Geminis that are watching out of my 8 viewers right now, or you currently will be watching? Just let me know if you're a Gemini. I'm a Libra.
Oh,
I'm a Libra.
Guess what you were.
Oh. Well, what were you gonna guess beforehand?
No, I was thinking Sag. I don't know why.
I don't even know what that is.
Like a asparagus. I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I like. Can you explain to me why though?
I have no idea.
You were just gonna go with it?
Zero. Yep. I just wanted to take a wild guess.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah.
You do give off Libra vibes though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you know, yeah.
Now that I know.
Said it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect.
Like it all makes sense now. Yeah. That's why he's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
No, I think everyone has like a specific trait. Like I don't believe in horoscopes like to like rising and all that. Like I don't really know what.
Yeah, me
that.
either.
But I do think like when I meet other people who are like April Aries, I'm like, oh, you're just like Jasmine, like crazy. Like I don't know.
But okay, before people even tell you their horoscope, do you automatically assume theirs? Like, oh, I wonder if they're this, or I wonder if
I like to guess. I just ask.
You like to
Same,
guess?
like their actions, I go based off their actions. Like if I kind of try to relate them to somebody that I know.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh, he looks like a Gemini, or like she looks like a Gemini because she acts just like my friend, and so then that's how I know. But
I like
I'm
to take
really not
wild
into
guesses.
it like that.
You like take a wild guess?
Yeah. I'm like, what are you? And then I'll just like start making like shit. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of that.
I do. Let's go on to the next topic. How do you know whenever you have a fake friend?
Vibes for sure.
Vibes, yeah.
They're haters.
Like, what vibe do they give off though?
They'll give off the joking vibe, like I've had friends where it's like,
I joke.
yeah, but you don't joke that way, Like,
I was like, damn,
yeah,
man,
no. Like, they'll like make slick comments, but like they're hating comments, but they'll make like hers. I already know her. Like hers is like something funny that she'll say, but I don't get her. It's just like I don't know. It's not the hating, you know, like
That's the
I don't know
vibe.
how to
That's
say
what I'm
it.
saying. It's the vibe. It's like, I don't know, you just feel people. I am very big on like energy. And like she's really bad at it actually. I don't know why I'm just throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's women in general who feel the vibes more than men do. Because men, we could be cool about anything. Like, oh,
Yes.
you know, he's just being a guy, or he's just being a girl, or she's just being a girl. You're overthinking too much. But in reality, I feel like women have like this feeling, like, I don't know how to, like intellectual feeling, I want to say,
Yeah.
where you guys just like know whenever it's a bad vibe and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I could just say like, oh, you know, he gives out a good vibe, but in reality, other people are gonna tell me like, oh, you know, like, I don't know. Hello.
Hi.
Saw this live and wanted to stop to support. Hey, thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
hi.
you.
Greetings to all. How are you all?
Oh,
Oh,
But-
I'm guessing I gained a new viewer.
here you go.
Yay.
Yay. We're born with the sense of it, and okay, I don't know how to say that. Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the Major Listen podcast. Yeah, we're currently live right now with the two great people right here, and we're having a good conversation. But intuition, Ricky. The word is intuition. Sorry. Okay. Hey,
What did you say?
did I say intellectual?
Institution.
Intuition. That's what I meant. Oh God, we got intuition. There we go. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Letter N, K, then Chi. N K Chi.
And that's how you
Welcome.
pronounce her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruh. Hey. Let's go ahead and keep this going, shall we? Okay, so what were we talking about?
The vibes.
The
Okay,
vibes,
so
yes.
I was also gonna say, like, me as an Aries, I don't know, like, you know, she just mentioned like she could tell the vibes from someone, but me personally, I like to know someone before like I can say,
judgment.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't judge someone, like, you know, I have to get to know you in order for me to realize the type of person you are. I don't know if that's just me being hard-headed or not, but I just honestly have to know the person. I have to get to know you in order for me to know the vibes. I'm not gonna just judge you off like.
And like
The
I'm
first
kind of different.
talk.
I'm like right off the bat, like when she's being friendly to somebody, I'm like, no, I don't trust them. And then, but she
What?
lives on her own. But I'll let her live, laugh, love on her own.
Yeah. You
I'll
won't
let
tell
her
her.
figure it out.
Will you tell her like, hey,
Yes, but she sometimes doesn't take my word. She's like, no, they're cool, and I'm like, all right, go ahead, figure it out.
I mean, have you ever figured it out like that? Like, oh man, you were right about her.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. There's times where it's just like, damn, like I shouldn't have, you know.
And I was like,
But
I
I'm just
told
like, you know what? It doesn't make me feel bad as a person that I'm like doing that. I just feel like that's just who I am. Like, benefit of the doubt. I don't know. I have to get to know you in order for me to say something about you. I'm not gonna just
Assume something.
assume something. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. But my wife is the same way as where she says like, oh, I don't trust them. They give off a weird vibe. She'll automatically just say that without getting to know them. But in reality, I understand why she said that at the end as well.
Yes.
So I kind of learned.
I feel
the hard
like
way, too.
the only reason I'm the way because I am that way is just because I feel like people also always judge me based off what they see, but they don't know me. So there's people that be like, you look so stuck up, but they don't know me. They don't know who I am. So it's just like, geez, get to know me a little bit. I'm not really stuck up. So
Yeah, see that there she goes. Oh, I'm judging you. I can tell how someone is immediately. And you know, sometimes I will tell her like, oh, you know, you're just overthinking it too much. But in reality, after like a few like days or months that go by, I'm starting to see the exact same way that she does, and I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
I can understand why you said that.
Yeah.
And I would just completely like ignore that person. Like, okay.
yeah, and
like,
sometimes you can really just tell, like Veronica said, honestly, you can. Like, there's just times where it's just like, yeah, let's get away. Like, we know what the vibes are. And like, honestly, come on, we can't be blind to it if it's right in front of you. But if there's
Exactly.
somebody that's just coming like neutral, I should say, like, I'm not gonna judge them, you know, I have to know who they are.
Yeah, and like I don't judge people right off the bat either. It's not like I do just pick up, and I'm more cautious of like what I say and like how I am with this person. Like I don't open up. I would just like keep it closed off, and then like after a while, once we see like that they are the way they are, then I'm like, okay, see, that's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I get more closed off. Like as soon as I feel the vibes, I just shut down and I'm like done. Like, but I'll still give them a chance. Like, I mean, she's had I don't want to say.
But how do you cut people off? Just completely ghost them?
Yeah, I'm a really good ghoster, actually. Like, I
think we both are, honestly.
I have no problem just like minding my business and not talking.
David said, gotta watch their body language, walking, standing, how they talk to people like a waitress.
Yeah. Even like waitresses, like how they talk or like how they are just like with people. And I feel like is like a really good sign as well. Yeah. Like you pick up red flags right away, immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to say like I'm completely blind to it. There's times where I've said, you know what, no, let's get out of here and we'll just leave. Or hey, like there's certain things you can't say around this person, and we both get the vibe. You know, like right off the bat. I'm not saying I'm completely blind to the vibes, but like I also
she just like she likes to give people shots, and I don't blame her. It's like it's just how she is, and we respect that and.
Let her figure it out on her own.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to do it, honestly, because you never know how that person may be. But at the same time, it's like if you don't like if your best friend is telling you this, is maybe because it's true, right?
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I've been like kind of learning from my wife, because she'll tell me like, hey, I don't trust this person. I don't think they have the best interest in you. And as many times as I told her like, oh, you're just being just being a little overprotective, or it's just all in your head, and in reality it's kind of like true. And I'm just like, I should have listened to it.
Yeah, it's true.
How they treat animals,
I feel like that's really big too, actually.
Really?
Yes. Like you have to be nice to dogs and cats.
I mean, but what are the chances that you may see them with animals though?
No, but I mean, if you see them and they're treating animals bad, then red flag immediately.
Like, hey, by the way, I just want to bring a dog like towards you, like.
Yeah.
See,
I'll bring my dog.
I'll bring my dog. Nice to meet you. Can I bring my dog?
Is my dog invited?
Can I bring my dog around you? I know this is very random, but I figured I wanted to promote this real quick before I forgot about it. But I bought my first scrub daddy. I don't know if you guys have that.
Yes.
I have this
Who has it?
Mommy, because I'm a women empowerment.
I didn't know whether to get the scrub daddy because it just sounds weird if I call it a scrub daddy. Or what is it? No, is it just called a scrub daddy or
scrub daddy? But they have two different versions. They have a scrub mommy and it's pink.
Okay, then I have the scrub daddy, but it's kind of weird for me to call something a daddy. But yeah, welcome to 2024. Yes. I bought my first scrub daddy, and it's actually like a 2-side, so it's like pink and the other side's yellow. I'm hooked. I love that thing.
Yeah, that's your adult purchase.
Right? Or hold on, scrub, daddy. And also, I want to
separate the two.
Scrub daddy.
That's literally how I read it. I was like, scrub.
Daddy. Oh my god, I'm getting comments like you know what? Better pay. Wait, what? Better for the free advertisement. Oh yeah, right. Oh man, I should have probably said that at the beginning. The inventory. This is a scrub. Them, nah, it's not kinky enough. But yeah, I bought my first scrub daddy, and it's like been amazing. So and I also want to say that Flores Amore is doing a little giveaway. Tomorrow, actually, that's when the giveaway ends. So for anybody over there in the Dallas area, I'm sorry, guys.
I was excited. I was like, let me go.
Well, who knows? Maybe they may be able to ship over here. Flores Amore, owned by my cousin. Go ahead and follow her, floresamore.com or .co. Sorry, I always forget it. Like that post and share that post to your story, whatever. And you'll be able to enter through their giveaway. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Also, hold on, I have to find that other one. Also, I want to go ahead and promote our good friend Brenda Ramos. I'm sorry. She started her, she started off her lending company, I believe, or starting off, and she's very motivated. So go ahead and hit her up if you're in the real estate world. Oh my God, sorry, I got something in my eye. But yeah, I wanted to promote them real quick before the episode started.
I'm sorry,
We're just really goofy
no,
right
just
now.
because you can see me, so I was like, should I move? Should I not? Like,
Oh no, you're good.
I got shy.
We're like, we want to
I was
move
like-
out so we can show
No,
them.
I apologize.
you guys are good. Wait, I was able to see you guys, or
Yeah, it was just
regardless.
like at like my face, and I was just sitting here.
Oh, were you trying to like hop in? Or
Yeah, and I
we're
was
trying
like,
to, like-
should I move? Should I not? And I just got shy.
something? You're like, oh, I don't want to.
You're like, I'm like, oh shit.
Let's see. We can see both. Yeah, I agree with her.
Sorry.
Who is Mike Oxmo? Los, I think it's time for you to go to bed, bud. All right, for I guess my final topic that I wanted to get into. Did you ever try to fix an ex? And if so, did you have faith that they would change?
Yes.
I feel like, yeah, I'm really good at giving like not like 2 chances, but like 20 chances. Maybe
And on
it'll
the
work out this
21st
time. Maybe 21st will be our time to shine. But yeah, I feel like who hasn't? I feel like as a woman, like, we've all been there. We've all been down bad before. And I feel like you always think someone's gonna change, and sometimes you're fed lies. But you have to learn the hard way. It's like the same thing like I said when we started. Like your 20s, you learn as you go, and I think that is something important. Like, and that's something that you learn as you go. It's gonna take as many times as you need for your Delulu to run out.
Delulu to run out. So you had faith that they would change.
Yeah, I feel like we all have faith in people sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't deserve it, but we still give it to them.
I actually tried to change a girl one time because she, like, I was like that person, that guy that thought they could change a woman. You know what I mean? Like she was like this bad, just bad person.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, oh man, I want to show her. I don't know why, but I want to show her how to really love or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
This was back then, of course, but
Yeah.
before marriage,
Yeah.
before I get called out. But yeah, I was always telling her, oh God, not an ex, but still working on Rick. 13 years later, I have hope. Oh, see, I knew I was gonna get called out on that.
Yeah. She was real quick. She was waiting for it.
I know, right? She was waiting for the perfect opportunity. Sadly, some people never change. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Veto has that problem. I don't want you to put her spot like that. Sorry, typo. Meant to pray for them. JK.
Sometimes you want it to be them so bad that you just wait there because you know that they're not that type of person. Like deep down, you want them to change because you know that like they're not that type of person. But you know what?
But some people have success stories. That's where our Delulu comes in.
right?
But I feel like some people do have success stories where they went back and like they were able to make it work. So I feel like
Exactly.
it all depends on the person. It all depends on like how hard y'all are both willing to make it work. But like I said, it all has to be effort from both parties. I think when it's effort too much on one end, that's when it just is not going to work. But like I said, these are things that you learn as you go, and these are things that you have to live through, and you're gonna, I don't know.
And eventually, honestly, when you realize that the person is not going to change, the
It's
woman
over.
gets tired. Yeah, you just get tired, and you just like, you know what, you're done. Like you're just not going to.
Because I feel like once a woman is done, she's done. There's really no going back once she's reached that point.
Yeah. And I mean, whenever we try to change that person, we actually try to, oh God.
Well, say names. No,
We all know which ex. No, you freaking don't. That's why I don't say names here.
Let's add her. That's good.
See, told you. Hold on. All the best. Thank you.
Bye.
Blessings to you all. Thank you. I don't know if you're leaving, but it sounded.
Yeah,
It
sorry.
kind of sounded like.
I got that vibe, so that's why I thought.
Yeah, right. That's what I did too. No. Thank you so much for the compliment. I hope you come back and watch us again. Who wants to hear a joke? Oh God, Los. This is a drunk joke. Sometimes I feel like at least I try to change her ways because I was always like, maybe she's never had a person who treated her this way or something like that, and I was gonna be Mr. Save. You know what? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna save her, blah blah.
You're like me, I'm the chosen one.
Right? Let's see. Yes, it's late on my end. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. When Belen is fed up, Jesus, I'm gonna do it anyways. It's a free country, sorta. Mira. Okay, let's hear Los's joke. What do you call when Batman sneaks out of church?
Batman sneaks out of church. I've never watched Batman.
Oh God, Los, we have women here. I'm the only one that's watched Batman. Christian Bale. Okay. Los, go to sleep.
Like,
You're embarrassing me in front of my guests. But yeah, like I had high hopes that she would change, and I wanted to be that person that could do it, could give her everything. But in reality, like you mentioned before, like if they have no intentions of changing for anybody, what makes you think that?
Yeah.
I was gonna be that person or whatever. But that's so true. Okay, fine, okay. Oh, God. Another joke. What did Godzilla say when he ate all of Hawaii?
Aloha.
Trying to work through differences.
That was a good one. That's a good guess.
Did he say aloha?
No, I just guessed that.
I want
Samoa.
Samoa.
Mine was funnier.
That was a little better. But yeah, that was all the topics I had, and we still have 30 minutes to go.
What should we talk about?
Well, we can talk about anxiety and how I didn't even know that Jasmine went through that. And
I didn't know you did either, honestly. Like,
you didn't really know me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh yeah, until you brought it up, and I was just like, I actually was curious to ask you, but I was just like, I don't want to get too personal because I don't know if he's comfortable talking about it. But yeah, like it was nice talking about it. We talked a little bit, but it was nice knowing that we can relate to something, and you're not alone.
No, for sure. And it threw me off whenever you started talking about it. I was
Did it freeze?
Yeah, I think we're frozen.
You started talking about things that I've tried, especially I've gone through, like desocialization. What happened?
Yeah.
I think we got frozen.
Yeah, I think we froze.
Did my internet? Okay. Yeah, I think my internet went out for like a little bit. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can hear me, right? Talks about anxiety, gets anxious.
It happens.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but mental health is like one of my big topics that I talk about here too. So it's good for everybody to hear that whenever they're at the lowest point in their life and they think that they're alone, when in reality there's a lot of people that go through it.
Yeah, I honestly tried everything. Like I did the medication, I went to therapy. Everybody was like, what? Try and distract yourself, go to the gym, go do certain things that can get you from thinking certain things and stuff like that. But it was hard. Till this day, I'm not going to say it's been easy because I'm still trying to battle that, and I'm still trying to cope with certain things. But overall, I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I feel like I listened to my body. Back then, it was always like on the go. I was always doing stuff. I would try to ignore it, and honestly, I would drink. I would go out 24/7. I would try to drink my problems away, and it honestly caught up to me. So I was just like, you know what? I have to stop. I have to listen to my body. I have to do what's right. And eventually, I just started doing better things for myself, and I realized that it would help me. So yeah,
if it wasn't for Jasmine actually saying what you used to do with the pillow and stuff like that, I would have never noticed that you had anxiety at all during your videos. Because like I mentioned, I never noticed it.
Yeah, I would also like have a pen, but I had to stop the pen because homegirl over here would always like, you cannot do the pen. You could hear it in the video, and it's just like, you could hear like me tapping on the pen, and I was just like, yeah, I have to stop that. So let me just get a blanket or a pillow.
Veda wants to know if you're a crier.
Yes.
Like I guess when you're anxious.
Yes, I am. Like I've cried. I try to always keep like my guard up, I could say, but she's like seen me cry, and like at times there was like, crap, that's embarrassing. Like I don't want to cry in front of people, but that's the only way that I would feel better. Like I
It's
would
like
have to cry in order for
getting
me
it
to
out.
let it
Yeah,
out.
it's like your way of getting it out.
Stop crying, like she was okay. She's like, no, I just need to cry it out. And so
Yeah.
she would just start crying it out. So it's like, it's just, I think it's also finding a new normal. I think because I've known her before, like anxiety, and then like middle and after, I feel like it's just finding a new normal, especially with you. So I don't know. It's like a hard journey. I think it's for everybody. I think a lot of people have it. It's a normal thing. It's nothing like crazy. It's like nothing weird or anything.
Yeah.
But I think it's just finding a new normal for
And I don't know if it's just me because I don't speak up about my problems, and everybody tells me this because I also have sisters, and my sisters are loud. They're like, you have to say what hurts you, you have to speak up, you have to talk about your problems, blah blah. And that's the reason I started to go to therapy, because I was just like, honestly, I'm the type to just hold it in. Like I don't want to seem weak around people. I feel like that's so embarrassing to me. So then I just was like, after a point, I started just letting it out, and it was crying. Like there was times where I would cry in front of my parents, and it would be so embarrassing. And I'm like, why am I crying in front of you guys? But it's like, yeah, it would be embarrassing. And they're like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Do you need something? It's just like, honestly, like I just had to let it out. And they're like, why don't you ever talk to us about it? You know, but
Do your parents understand anxiety?
yes, but no. Now they do. Now they've opened. Like at the beginning, I feel like they didn't, because I would tell them like, hey, like I'm feeling this way, and they would support me and like take me to doctors, take me to therapy and stuff like that. But they never really. Yes, it is. Like they would support me and help me. They would take me to therapy. They would take me to like anything that I would need. But it was never, how should I say it? Like they never got involved too much until like maybe last year. I opened up and I just told them, you know, straight up, there's certain things that I can't do and there's certain things that I don't want to talk about or be around. And they started being more supportive about it, and they would ask me questions like, oh, why do you think you got this, or you know, and stuff like that. So at first, yes, they didn't really know about it, but now they
But I think it's like what we said before, like Jasmine grew up first gen, so it's like a new thing
that too
for everybody in the family. And I think a lot of our family members have it, but they're just not expressed.
They don't know how to express it. Yes,
correct.
Exactly.
Like I think they were raised like you don't have that. That's just a thing.
They were just like, oh, go to the gym, go work out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, go clean or something. You'll get over it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go fucking like, I'm not gonna go clean. I'm not gonna go do that. Like I don't want to. And so like, you know, and it was just harder for them to understand.
It's just like a new boundary that has to be like opened, and it's something new for the whole family. And I think that's why it's important to speak, but I think that's why also it's like hard for you to speak because you're not used to it.
And it started, honestly, it wasn't even that serious until the panic attacks came in. That's whenever it got serious, because there was times where it's just like.
But I'm very consciousness about it and help others by being an example, a pillar. I don't know, Ricky, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what he means. I try and show them how to be strong in their way, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you need that person to tell you like, hey, like you're strong, like get up, you can do this. Like sometimes you need that motivation, because that's honestly what pushes you to be better. You know, sometimes when people are like, don't cry, you'll be fine. It's just like, I don't want to hear that. Like I need to
think positive.
Yeah, like I need to hear some positive so I can like move on, you know.
And I was just gonna ask Yaz, like, how did you help her in whenever she first started going through all that?
I feel like it was really hard, honestly. I think it's, like I said, it's hard finding a new normal, because like I saw her before it. And it's hard to see somebody that you really like care about that is like at their lowest point, if that makes sense. And it's like finding a new normal, like finding like what places she's okay at being at, or like, you know what I mean? It's like if I see her crying a little bit, like getting ready to go, like, okay, let's pay the bill, let's go. Like I think it's just, I think it's hard for whoever you're with as well. Like I'm pretty sure it's hard for her family, and it's hard for friends as well. But I think it's also finding a new normal. Like obviously there's things that she can't control, and I think it's just being supportive throughout the whole thing. It's like there's nothing else that I can do. There's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to help. It's like a whole illness. There's nothing that I could do, but I could be supportive. Like that's my role, is to be there. If that
be there for her.
Yeah, and there was times where like I would also feel bad, because there was points where I just did not want to talk to anybody.
Yeah,
and
like,
I wouldn't even want to hang
me.
out. I wouldn't want to hang out with anybody, and it's just like I don't want nobody talking to me. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to go out. And I felt bad because this is not something we were we were used to. Honestly, we would always be out. We would hang out with each other 24/7. Like sometimes we would even have sleepovers and stuff like that. And it went from 100 to 0. It was just a cutout.
But it's also learning
and I told her, I was like,
I didn't take it.
Thanks for understanding.
Yeah,
I
didn't take it personal, and that's why I said thankfully we know each other really well, and it's I didn't take it personal. There's little things where I was like, you can't come with me. I don't really have many friends, so I was I just wanted her to be with me, but at the same time, it's I know that she's trying her best and that she couldn't go, and it's fine. I can't take it personal. It's it's important. It's not taking it personal because it's really not about you. It's really I know in her heart if she could do it, she would.
Absolutely.
And that's also what made me feel comfortable. It made me feel okay, she understands. I should not feel bad. It honestly, she's okay. She understands what I'm going through, because the worst part is when you have people against you.
Exactly.
When they know where I've been through so much things, and they're you're just doing that because you're just lazy, or you're just doing that because you just don't care.
You just want attention,
and it's just dang, that would make
you really think about me like that?
Yeah, that would make you feel like crap. So
exactly.
I was just oh, I'm so glad she understands. I'm so glad, and there was a few people that actually understood, and the others were just not. I just don't talk to them because they're just you're either with her or you're not with me.
Yeah, you kind of saw who was really there for you at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all a person really needs is someone to listen. I swear, 9 times out of 10, sometimes they just need to let it out.
Yeah,
I agree. Because I even let it out on her sometimes.
Yeah.
It's nothing about anxiety. It's just a therapy session.
Yeah, we'll call each other and be on the phone for hours, 3 hours.
That's our podcast now.
Literally, that's our podcast.
Nobody really listens anymore. They want to reply and not understand. Most of the people, yes, I would say that. What? I feel like a lot of stuff keeps following me. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I completely understand that, and I'm glad you were able to find that person, and I'm glad it was your best friend too. What better person, right, to understand than her? And
she's literally my only friend. I also have sisters, but as a friend, she's literally my only friend, and we were honestly really close, and we still are. So I had to just open up to her. She's literally like a sister to me. We've been together 24/7. We're always together. We used to travel together all the time, and there's a lot of things that we always do. So she had to know what was up with me, honestly.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so cool that you guys' names are kind of the same.
I know.
And I felt like that stood out a lot, especially whenever you guys started the podcast.
They always ask us, are you guys just joking? Is this y'all's fake club name?
Yeah, they used to think they were we're making it at the club. It'd be y'all are just joking. We're no.
Tell me else.
I was believe me, if we could choose, it would not be exactly. It's harder this way. But,
no, I thought that was great. I thought that was they thought it was a gimmick. No, I really thought it was for real.
It's really fun to have similar names, honestly.
That's really cool.
All the time.
It's our favorite intro.
When we went to the bars this past weekend too, they were we were introducing ourselves, and we're oh, Yasmine and Jasmine. They're you guys are joking, and we're no, we're actually Yasmine and Jasmine, but we get it all the time. So
no,
it's easier for people to remember.
No, that truly is really easy, because it was kind of the same thing except YJ. And I like y'all's intro so much because it was just that makes sense. It really makes sense. Yeah,
because being in school, they would think my name was Jasmine, so I will always have to say it's Yasmine with a Y. Every time I'm when I would say my name, I'm with a Y. Even at Chick-fil-A, I'm oh, it's Yasmine with a Y. Because they don't know.
And before we used to do before we started doing the actual YouTube and showing our faces, people could say they couldn't tell our voices apart.
They couldn't tell our voices apart.
So I was there's no way my raspy voice it's we're totally different.
But the thing is that people who knew us understood, but the people who were just listening did not understand who was talking. So we had to introduce ourselves. I'm with a Y,
and I'm with a J.
You know what? It's funny that you guys mentioned that, because I feel now that I'm understanding it more, I'm listening to it more, I think I actually heard you guys on Spotify first. And whenever I heard you guys, I was which one's which? And I'm not gonna lie, I had that same reaction. I was which one's which?
we had uploaded a video and we actually did our voices. We're like, this is Jasmine. I'm loud. My voice is very raspy. And then she would do it too. And so they were like, okay,
yeah.
we know who it is.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Yes, I remember that one too. And I was like, man, I like whenever I found out you guys had a YouTube channel, I was like, okay, I need to know which one's talking. Because I feel like it's messing with my head. I don't know which one's talking.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that thought, they kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
So I had to see like which
I don't
I had
think
to put
we sound the same.
We don't.
I feel like she's really raspy. Like she has like a
Little Wayne voice.
Yes. I was gonna say that, but I just didn't know if I should expose myself like that. My sister was telling me all the time. I don't know if you guys know, but like Anuel, they would be like, okay, Anuel,
do the roar.
Noel. Do the roar. That's hilarious.
No,
Yeah, but I was one of those people that sound like, man, they kind of sound the same. I need to start putting a face with the voice, or face with the boy to the voice.
yeah.
So I was like, let me just watch their YouTube videos, and sure enough, I was like, okay, I'm kind of seeing the difference now. But I think
because we're like complete opposites too. Like one's tall, one's short. Like
who's taller?
me.
Oh, I haven't seen you guys like.
Oh, I'm 5'6".
Yeah,
She's 4'11".
No way.
Yeah.
I'm okay. We're just gonna change the subject.
Yeah, I'm tiny.
My friend can get on roller coaster rides. We roll
You're catfishing on the pictures. You look like you're 5'10".
Damn, you just got caught up.
No, there's no way. There's just no way.
You
This
look
is probably
taller
the
in
first time I
pictures.
hear somebody say that. Honestly, like they all know.
She's sitting on books. She has little booster seats.
Wait, what? Oh, they want you to do the intro one more time.
We don't remember it.
Jasmine, you remember?
Okay, Jasmine starts it, and then I just put my.
Okay,
Good,
hold on.
good.
I gotta get.
Get your voice together.
Yeah, I gotta get my voice together. Don't make fun of me. I'm not gonna do the roar, guys.
Do the roar.
Okay, wait.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, and
Hello,
go.
guys. Welcome back to another episode. This is Jasmine with the what? Yeah, Jasmine with the J.
Whoa!
I was looking at her, so I couldn't keep it.
She wants to be me so bad.
All right. Cut,
I'll do it again. Hold up. Pause.
Yeah, good.
Do it
Let's do it
again.
again. All right, ready?
Yeah, that was the.
Go.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. This is the Latinas. I'm Jasmine with the J.
And this is Jasmine with the Y. That's it.
There
That's
you
all we
go.
got.
That's the intro. That's
And
right there. And they always sounded so professional. Or not, professional. I would say, because you guys sounded so natural on camera. Just like people assume that I sound so natural on here too. People say like, "Oh, you look so outgoing, so comfortable talking on camera." Let me tell you something. This isn't how I am in real life. If I was to see you guys in real life, I would be super awkward.
Yeah.
I'm just an awkward person, but I like talking through video. I like talking through podcasting because it brings out another side of you.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're both very talkative.
Yeah.
I feel like you can say that we're both very talkative.
They did it. He flashes my boobs. It is not what? See, this is what sucks about comments.
Honestly, I give you a lot of props for doing like a podcast on your own because I could never. Like, even though we're talkative, I could never. I would like run out of things to talk about. I'm like,
Look. There has been times where I've done episodes by myself. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, because you kind of like froze up a little bit.
No, we're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Like.
We're trying to process what she said.
But yeah, there's actually been times where I've done a couple of episodes by myself, and I hate doing those because I feel like, man, I'm just talking to myself. But when I look back at it, it's actually one of my most viewed videos, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm just talking to myself most of the time, or talking to the comments and whatnot. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe people like that. Maybe I'm more interesting than I actually think. Or Ricky, wait, what is it, Papito? You're like 6 feet, and I'm overly challenged. Wait, what? We're overtly challenged. How are you so shy compared to me, bro? You know this. I'm shy as hell.
Like, height does not have anything to do.
Yeah,
with
no, there's no confidence in that.
He's shyness.
Ricky has always been shy. There you go. See, Veronica has known me since since we were like young, so she knows how shy I am. Everybody knows how shy I am. I can't take hints. I can't. Yeah.
But yeah, I give you props for being able to do episodes on your own.
So was it hard starting your podcast? Like, since you're a shy person?
Yes. If I could show you the very first podcast that I did was with one of my buddies who has his own podcast. And it was a train wreck for me because you could clearly tell how uncomfortable I was. And now that I look back at it, I think I'm gonna do an episode of, you know, of my episodes now compared to, you know, what I was doing. And I want to go, you know, into detail as to what was going on through my head when I was doing that episode, because I felt like I was gonna have a panic attack right then and there. And I felt like nothing, I felt like escaping. Like, you know how they say fight or flight? I was literally gonna fly out of there. So that was like the most uncomfortable feeling. When I got home, my wife is all like, you shut down completely. I was like, I know, you don't have to tell me anything. I know. I can't believe I made it through it. But towards the end, I got more comfortable. But yeah, it was hard. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and
I think it does take time to get comfortable, especially. I feel like it's something out of the usual. Like, you're not really always talking to the camera. So I think it's like something that you have to, you know, gradually get comfortable in. That's why, like, now you're able to like host a whole episode and, you know.
exactly.
That's why I feel like
Do
we're
it
more
gracefully.
comfortable, because honestly, we're together. But
That's what I'm saying. Like, I only
props
can do
to
it because
you.
I'm with her. So I don't know how. I wouldn't do it. Like,
It's like the Lulu 1 and the Lulu 2, so we kind of like.
So you guys are a package deal, though.
yeah.
And you know what? I honestly thought about that too, because I was like, I wonder if they're gonna be in the same room and, you know, instead of a different. That's why I sent the link to 2 different emails.
He
So I
thought
was
we
like,
were beefing. You thought we were beefing.
He wanted to choose this so bad.
Let's see what the outcome was. Oh, but you guys were communicating with each other. That's how I knew there was no beef. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
You saw that
No.
we followed each other, so you knew there wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, let me see if they follow each other.
That's actually funny. I've never heard a guy say that, but that's looking funny.
Yeah.
All the girls did that.
Just like us, for real.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I pay attention to details, so of
There you
course,
go.
yeah.
Add that to your resume.
That's my resume.
No, but yeah, if you follow us, you know that we post each other. Sometimes we go out to eat or go out to drink, and
That's how I knew there was no beef, because I think one of you guys said happy birthday. I was like, okay, there's no
Oh.
beef.
Oh, that was me. I told her.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there's no beef here. We're good. We're good. There's still, but what could it be?
You were like, dang it, I don't get cheese no more.
I really thought I narrowed it down, but then I was like, man, I'm back to the drawing board. I was like, what could it be? I really thought you guys got in trouble with with
trademarking.
Spotify or like trademarks or something. So I was like, I wonder if it was that.
No one really told us anything, honestly, but
Really? Beto, I don't believe in horoscopes, man. You know that. I believe in God. I saw it too, bro. You pulled through. Look at you now. Just look. This is in itself and prove that you can do more. Baby steps, bro.
Yes,
yes,
definitely.
we're proud of you too.
What did you just say? Reaches for my samurai sword. What did I say? I don't remember. What did I say?
I don't know. We've been talking for a while.
The Lord Almighty. Okay. But yeah. I really thought there was something else, like more controversial as to what happened with you guys. I'm glad to know that you guys are still best friends. So that cleared up a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. I was about to say
That should be your title.
speculation.
They have no beef.
They had no beef. Dang, I should have thought
They
about
got me
that.
nothing. They
You know
served nothing.
I was really concerned about how we were gonna like vibe, basically. You know how some people vibe on
Yeah.
On a podcast. I was really concerned. I was like, man, what if these girls are nothing to what their podcast, stuff like that. I was like, oh, man, I'm scared we might not have anything to talk about or something like that. Like something's gonna go wrong. But that's just like like Jasmine said, that's the anxiety talking.
Yeah. That's the anxiety lying to you.
Thankfully, we're yappers, so we can
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Oh no, that's good. I can understand why you wanted a podcast from the beginning. Veronica Tovar, they did. I told y'all this synergy is real with these two. Synergy?
Energy.
What is synergy?
I thought that was like kombucha, wasn't it?
I thought it was
Am
a
I
company.
That's what I thought. It's
I
like
don't know.
kombucha, like a drink. Am I tripping?
I thought it was a company. That's an actual word. But
Lowe's
yeah,
made it up.
glad glad there's no beef. Yeah. Like I
We
really
wish we
want.
had a cooler story to tell.
Yeah.
Really, it was nothing.
No. I mean, you want to have the real deal. I mean, that's just it's insane.
We wanted to make
Oh,
something up.
I
We
think
didn't.
That would have been funny.
nah, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad
we're
you guys-
also, like, honestly, we were also like, we were kind of thinking about it. We were just like, oh my gosh, like, what are we gonna say?
Like, we
Like,
haven't
it's
done this in a
live.
while.
Like, we edit our videos. Like, this is live. This is
Yeah.
scary. You know?
this is
Like,
scary.
Whatever, like,
And
we say some
usually, like,
awkward things.
we're in control. So, like, we're in control of, like, how the conversation goes. If we don't like what we're talking about, we're like, let's stop talking about that. Let's move on. And
Yeah,
it's weird when it's, like, your guess on somebody else's. So I was like, I don't even know how this is going to work. But, you know, let's just try it out.
I guess that was gonna be one of my questions. Like, how did you guys feel whenever I asked you to do this? I invited you guys
Yeah.
because I know Jasmine didn't read the message till
No,
like.
that's why I was gonna tell you, like, okay, since I didn't read the message, I honestly felt bad. I'm like, crap, like, I never read messages, like, and it's not that I don't want to, honestly, like, I don't do it, like, in
She's
every
too
way.
cool
Like,
for us.
no,
She never
it's
replied
like- I really just don't be replying, honestly, like, but anyway, she told me, and I was just like,
I had
let
just
me go
screenshotted
check.
your message and I sent it to her and I was like, hey, like, look at this or whatever. And she was like, oh, let me see. And then she was like, oh yeah, you messaged me too. I just looked. And I was like, what do you think? And like, we were kind of iffy about it. I'm not gonna lie. We were just like I don't know. Like we've been out of the game for a while. Like we haven't talked a lot in a while. So it's like, I don't know.
It's
I
like,
didn't know.
just
It
like
was
how you thought we weren't gonna like bring
Vibe.
anything to the table or
Yeah.
vibe, we thought the same thing.
like we
try-
wanted to
like,
make sure we were good too,
Yeah.
to like be able to like, you know, this is your show and we want to make sure that we're giving our best to you as well, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
raw organic.
That's the scary part because it's raw, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
honestly,
raw.
it's just like, let's just vibe, let's be ourselves, and you know,
Let's just
what?
try it.
Let's
You
just
know,
give it a try. It's different.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys gave me the opportunity. Like whenever Yasmine replied to me, I was like kind of like starstruck in a way, because I was like, man, I used to listen to the girl. Now she's replying to me saying that, you know, she'll be down. I was like, oh hell yeah! I told my wife, I was like, hey, you know, they said yes.
Yeah.
Good
No, but
episode.
this was like even before too, when we used to have the actual like podcast and stuff. She would have to screenshot them and send them to me because I honestly wouldn't see like the emails too. When we would like,
I'm her assistant.
I just, when it comes to technology, I'm not there. Okay, I don't know anything about it. So, anyways, that's why she would like screenshot and send it to me. So I was just like, you know what? Like, I need to get back on my crap.
Yeah. Like I said, if we ever start a podcast again, she's gonna be the one editing. I'm not doing that.
No, it's
her
gonna be
turn.
raw. It's gonna be raw, just like this one.
Hey,
We live.
you guys know, heck yeah, that'll be awesome. I would definitely be waiting for that to happen. But I understand where the spin. Like I figured you guys like, man, what if they think like I'm a fake profile or just trying to scam them or something like that. I was like, I hope they don't think like that. I was like,
You know what? I didn't even look into your profile actually.
I did.
Really?
Thinking about it. No, I didn't
I
even click on I didn't click on your name or anything. I just screenshot it and I sent it to her because I read your message and I screenshot it and I sent it to her. Because
okay,
like, yes, I look at my messages, but I'm not like deep diving either.
yeah,
And like I just noticed like your name said like pod like or so I was like, oh, it's probably another podcast. So I just sent it, and then she does the research.
Yeah.
It's all you. She's my FBI agent.
FBI agent. Okay, he's clear.
She knew you were a Libra before we started. I was kidding.
All right, she thought I was something else.
No, you gave me Libra vibes, but still, like I honestly did go like look through your videos, and I was like, okay, it's legit. It's not like okay, it's nothing that we couldn't do, you know. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. We've also been talking. Let's get back into the energy, the podcast energy, since we've stopped for a while. So I was like, why not? You know, let's just try something out.
Yeah.
Have you guys done an episode before? Like after that, like any
No.
episodes anywhere else?
That was it. Since the Christmas one, we were done.
Oh
We
man, I
might
have
bring
so much bragging rights. I'm gonna tag you guys in all these things. I'm gonna be like, hey, they were here. I'm just letting you guys know. I have bragging rights.
There you go.
Hold on. One last comment. Ricky, you tip. Wait, what? You tipped up your opponent. Did he call me a tit slap?
You sure did.
Okay.
Who's your friend?
Like I don't even know how to take that.
How would you
But
take that?
anyways, I want to go ahead and end this episode. I do want to get with you guys before or afterwards, but I want to go ahead and say goodbye to everybody because I know it's almost an hour and 30 minutes for them. But yeah, any last words for everybody? I actually can't hear my son. Any last words before we head out?
Like from us?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
no.
thank you so much for this. I feel like it was a good opportunity and we appreciate it. You're a really good host. No need to have anxiety over it. You did great and we really appreciate it. Like I said,
Thank you for having us on here. All the people that watched and supported him, honestly, thank you guys. Thanks to Ricky for inviting us on here. It was
Like,
it was
really
fun.
appreciate
It was
it,
fun.
yeah.
We actually enjoyed it. If you ever want to have us back,
We'll be here.
Absolutely. Hey,
But yeah,
you guys
it was
don't-
fun.
thank you guys so much for actually accepting my invitation. You guys weren't stuck up, and I'm so happy about that. And I'm glad that I had a great live audience as well. And yeah, we were able to vibe. We made great things happen today.
I feel like we made good connections. I like
Exactly.
your followers.
Yeah,
and
like your
stuff.
friends.
Your friends. They're so cool. But yeah,
Exactly.
we also had fun. And honestly, you ever need anything, reach out to us, especially with anxiety. I know that we can probably relate to something.
Okay, my wife is saying come back, and you guys just got the biggest blessing right there. He means me.
We should have an episode with your wife and us as well. Like have her on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? She's actually been on, and that would be
Okay.
great too, because she loves being on the podcast, and she
Yeah.
actually has her own little version of it as well. So, you know,
So you guys
just-
both do podcasts?
Like
yes,
Oh.
yes, we do different. Well, mine's called Major Listen, but hers is called Late Nights with an L and an 8. Late
Oh,
Night.
okay, I see.
Yeah, Late Night with her, and I kind of basically run that whole thing too. I'm behind the scenes. I let her, I basically control everything behind the scenes while she's doing the live, and yeah, that's what I do for her. She actually enjoys it too. We're actually gonna have an episode pretty soon because there's gonna be some changes in our live, which is gonna affect her mostly. So, well, both of us, because we're a package deal. I didn't do it all the time, just for fun.
I
Hey,
respect that.
we can have some wine night.
Yeah.
No, that's what she does. That's her gimmick, basically. Like
Wind down Wednesdays.
her episodes consist of late night talk with some wine.
I
So
love that.
you have to have wine.
Yeah. That's a
So,
must.
Yeah.
A
So
necessity.
I
No
help.
podcast needed.
So she's only done 2 episodes so far because we really she wants to have something to some good ideas to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end it with everybody else. I'm gonna stay with you guys because I have to talk to you guys real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and end it for everybody else. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and see us next Tuesday for I don't even know what episode I'm gonna have, but I'm gonna try to make something happen. You already know.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you
having
guys for joining, and we'll see you next time.
us.
Bye.